Neil puts me out on my stand, wishes me all the best, and let me tell you something, tremendous buck. What a hunt. Yesterday afternoon, we started off our hunt, went out on the stand, Neil put us out, and the blinds are really sealed up, and they've got the windows that fold down. You can leave them up till you see a buck or a deer of choice, and then you can put them down. Got heaters in them if you like, but actually it's not too bad. It's very comfortable. Right after we got in the stand, I saw a doe came from my right to my left, and I figured if the rut was on, there'd have to be a buck behind it. Sure enough, as it was, there was a buck, and it wasn't that big. It was a small buck. Went to my left, then saw some does come in, and a little bit later on, I looked up and saw a really high 8-pointer. Had long brow tines. He was about 18, 20 inches wide, but real tall, real tall. And of course, any other place I'd have taken that buck. Probably a 140, 145 class buck, which is a huge 8-pointer. Dark came around, and that was it for the day. We went in and had a nice steak for dinner last night, settled in and chewed the fat and told some lies with the group around, and shared the camaraderie and the fellowship that is always so good in the camp. And in the morning, right after we got in the stand and settled in, the first thing I did was got my tube out, hit it a couple of times, and sure enough, about a 4-pointer came over the hill, another one came over the hill, and they were both looking back in the bottom. And I looked back and I said, there's got to be another deer. So just before that happened, I looked off to my right and I saw 2 8-pointers over there, and they were both bowed up at each other. Looked like they were going to fight any minute. And one of the 8s was sure enough nice 8. He's probably 22 inches inside. The other one was about 20. One of them was a little younger than the other one. I felt like they were going, they were going to tie it up there. This deer coming out the bottom right there. Oh yeah, that's a better deer. That's pretty good buck. Keep that good length, good bead length. Moving up the hill. Let me look at him in the scope, see if he'll give me a shot. He's down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what? Several times, and I know this is my first day, but several times I've gone into camp and passed up big bucks the first day. Did it in Mexico one time. Come back and look at the footage, had 2 drop tines on the buck, 170 plus, never saw him again. And even though it's my first day, I decided to go ahead and tag out. Neil, look at the mass on this buck, buddy. Man, I always heard these big old Alberta bucks had some kind of mass to them. Look at that where he's been rubbing the tree.
Yeah, he looks good.
Oh, he does look good. Oh, he's got an 11th kicker over here, man. Good brow tines, good beam length.
Good mass on him.
Pretty nice buck.
Yeah.
Realistically, this buck's probably a 150 class deer, but you guys are producing a lot of 170s, 180 class deer. But if anybody comes up here, this is exactly what they can expect. And then if they do better, that's a big bonus.
Oh, for sure, yeah. We're right on the fringe of the farmland here, so they get the nutrition and they get them heavy horns.
And they're starting to run does right now. Let's tag this buck.